Alright guys, sorry, it's such a horrible video. Um, so I'm at home, as you guys can see. Um, I came home on the 23rd. Um, I probably left like around 9:30 in the morning. Left about then. And then, if you hear a lot more in the background, I'm sorry. I live around other people. Um, so left around 9:30, came home, did the whole thing with the family, I started installing my winch. I actually took everything to my uncle's house, or I'm sorry, his shop, and we installed it there. Which you guys know I got a Badlands Apex 12,000 pound, and finally got it installed. So my my winch plate that I ordered, because I don't have a fancy winch front bumper. I ended up installing a rock hard winch plate, and that goes over the existing one, and I'll show you guys that right now. Oh, also too, I even did these. So I put these on. They're like an aluminum, and they're really nice. Like they're really nice. I really like the way they came out, and they're basically to protect the the light as much as possible. I mean, I don't know. They're really sturdy, really strong, but we'll see. Let's see. My wife doesn't want me to show you guys my plate, but yeah. So they came out pretty good. So I'll show you guys what I'm doing. So let me flip the camera around. Hold on, guys. Okay, so, and yeah, I was reading the instructions. So yeah, it gives you all kinds of extra cable that you probably don't need, but got my lights up and running. Here's the winch, and I'm almost done. I was just taking a break, but yeah, got it on here. Badlands. So I need to see if it works. I'm gonna be running the wiring through. There's like a little portion right here, and I'm running it through to the top. So that's what I'm doing. And then I'm actually gonna install. I know most guys don't install this, but I'm gonna actually install the switch that goes with it. So I'm installing that too, just in case there's like any kind of phantom draw, and that way, that doesn't happen. But anyway, so yeah, so I got my lights working. They're connected to my box for my S Pod, and just try to get everything neat as much as possible. So I ended up finding out that you don't need these relays. You don't need all those, especially when you have a box that you can plug like all your accessories to. It's just that the box isn't going to be enough to power this. So these definitely have to go to the actual terminals. So one positive, which that's where that's going to go, and then my negative line is going to go on the negative one, and then it should run from there. It should work. So yeah, I'll get that going, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I just had to make sure it was on. Trying to get um, so I'm almost finished wiring. So I got the red connected. I took these things off because they were kind of a pain in the ass. They don't really line up right. I left the one on the red, so it's okay. But yeah. So let's do the final thing. I'm running the wiring like through here, at least my black one, so that it can be, I'm going through here, down into there and then back up here, so I can just connect it there. So hopefully that's good enough. Maybe I should run on the outside of that. I think I will. But I got this going on. So even if I connect it, it's still off. You know what I mean? So that's pretty good. I got my battery disconnected, so that's not bad. But anyway, let's try it. Let's try this right now. Um, maybe I will do that. Maybe I will do that. I'll put you guys right there. Okay, maybe I'll run it on the outside instead. Yeah. That way it's just kind of buried in there and I don't have to worry about it, you know? I don't have to worry about that getting in the way or anything like that. Maybe I have to go, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, then I got zip ties too, so if I have to do that, I can do that as well. But these are some big, heavy duty leads. It's crazy. Oh. Okay, here goes nothing, hopefully. Okay, there we go. Like I said, it's, you know. Okay, yeah, I think I got it. All right, let's just get that on. And probably bring it. Let me see. Well, let me tighten it first. Got my little drill here. But it was actually pretty easy to install. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Make sure that's gonna be okay. I think that'll be okay. Just gonna make sure like doesn't hit anything hot, you know? I want to protect my wiring as much as possible. So if I have to zip tie stuff, which I think I will. Yeah, that there, yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. So it wasn't really that bad. The install wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be way worse, to be honest with you. I thought it was gonna be way, way worse. Get this. Okay, looks like it's good. Toss that down there. You know, so the only thing I don't like is that this is just there. I don't like that. So I'm gonna have to figure something out, like make some type of plate, because it does have like these little screws on the bottom, and if I made like some type of bracing, like some type of plate, and I can mount that, you know, somewhere, I can mount it and then it should be fine. And I know I can use that right there. That's plastic. Yep. I could probably use that too. So I'll most likely do that later, but what I'm concerned about now is as long as everything's going to be okay. So let me get my zip ties. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's just my zip ties. All right, hold on. Let me see. Got some right here. So yeah, it wasn't that bad. Like I said, it was easy, but you do need help, like somebody helping you pick it up, helping you, you know, getting it on the actual plate and all that. Otherwise, yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass. So let me zip tie my wiring right here. Or should I go over there? Let me see. Yeah, because I have that going in there. Yeah, so Yeah, getting my plate. See, that's what I'm doing right here. So I'm just kind of zip tying this. I wonder if I should. I just zip tie them together. That way they don't go anywhere. And I know they're okay, you know? Yeah, so like I was saying, it was not too bad of an install. I'll cut that right now. Let me get some snippy snips here. This might work. Maybe not. Let me see. Just use my needle nose here. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but you need help. Definitely need help picking it up. Otherwise, would have pain in the asshole. Because it's heavy, and then you do have to remove the whole bumper off, take off the actual wire harness for your fog lights, and then place to make it easier on you, put the bracket in first, which is the big winch plate, and then install it. That's how it was easy. Installed it, and then after that, I was able to, without tightening everything, reinstall the bumper and the lighting and all that stuff. And it was a piece of cake. All I needed, my uncle, was for um, to help me lift it, uh, put a little bit of body pressure on it to get all the bolts to line up, and that was it. Everything else I pretty much did myself. So, um, okay, let's do this. So we're gonna have this go like this too. Yeah. Let's probably have it like that for right now. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna do the black one because I'm not too sure yet what I'm gonna do with this. So I need to get like some type of bracket so I can actually mount that on there. That's more than likely what I'm gonna do. And it'll be fine. It's not gonna go nowhere. Just like that. Put one more over here. Yeah. Just like that. That way, black wire's done. Easy peasy, I don't gotta worry about it. Cut those. Toss those on the floor. And like I said, now it's just about that red one, that red line. And with this connection, but I'm gonna have to make something because it has room. It just didn't come with it. So, and that's what nobody really talks about. Like no one talks about like how to mount this. So definitely gonna look into that. But anyway, let's see if it works. I'll be right back. Okay, moment of truth. All right, so I got this hooked up. This is magnetic. So I already showed my wife that it does work. So Let me turn this on. The light should be on. Yep. So the little light is on. So this right here goes, see, out. Yeah. All right. So let me see what I can do. Let's see. Hold on. Nice. Okay. All right, everyone. Sorry. Just right here sitting in the Jeep. I finished final product. I know it wasn't the greatest install video. I left my damn little tripod thing at home, and then when I was installing it yesterday, excuse me, my uncle, we were talking about certain things that I couldn't put on YouTube, and you know, not that it was, you know, bad, it's just, you know, things that I just can't talk about. But anyway, so you know, wired up my winch, finished that, and then I tested it, as you guys can see, and it works good. So I'm just, you know, can't wait to see like what else it could do, you know. And then I finished wiring up my lighting because, as you guys well know, last video, like, I wired them up and I used the harness and everything to make my life easier, but then it just made my life a living hell because I didn't figure it out at the time because I'm not an electrician, okay? I'm not a mechanic. I'm not an electrician. I'm a DIYer, or, you know, however you say that. And, you know, so, you know, I ended up figuring it out, and I was like, wait a minute, I have 2 power sources going to it, and that's why every time I would stick it in the box for my little S-Pod right here, which is made by Auxbeam. So when I would plug it into the little box, they would stay on, and I didn't understand why. Well, because of the harness, I had them plugged in directly to the battery, and I didn't fully understand why, and then I knew. So I was like, oh shoot, okay, now I know what's going on. So since I figured that out, I ripped out, you know, the power leads that it had, the extra switch that it had. Obviously I have my switches here. I had to remove all that. The little I'm trying to remember what those are called. Relays, the 2 relays, because the actual box has relays already. So it's like, hold on. Yeah, it has relays already. So I didn't need all that. So when I started, you know, I had a lot of time to think about it. So when I started putting 2 and 2 together, I figured out, okay, that's what's wrong. It's 2 sources of power, so it doesn't want to turn off. And then switches and all that, the relays, and it was like, wait a minute, it's double up on everything. So it's like I got rid of those, and when I got rid of those, everything came out really, really good, and it works really well. So I'm happy to say that everything works well. So I'll show you guys right now. Okay, so my Jeep's on right now, and you can see that they're off, but I'm gonna go ahead and push this little guy right here, and now they're both on. So you got that side on, and then this side is on too now. And then I just hit them off, and that's it. They're both off. All 4 of them are off. So yeah, so it worked out pretty well. It just like the way that it just, you know, when I did that, I was like, wait a minute, I don't need all that. So I took all that out. There was the 4 wires, so 2 on this side, 2 on that side. And then once I stripped them back,
the blacks were for the ground, the reds obviously power, and I tried sticking the both red leads into one switch, and I don't know what it is. Maybe the amperage is too much, but it popped the fuse. So I stuck another 30 in there, and now I have it in two separate ones, two switches, and with 30 amps each, and it seems to be doing fine. So yeah, and then of course the winch is on. Thank you, sweet Jesus. It was so easy to do. If I can, like I said before in other videos, like when I did my oil cooler by myself, if I can do these things, anybody can, because I'm not a mechanic. But I know how to figure stuff out, and above everything else, thank you God for YouTube, because YouTube has helped me a lot. This thing's still on here doing pretty good. I was just waiting for my what do you call it to get here. I'm gonna order that pretty soon. So my radio, but yeah. So anyway, I'm probably gonna stop this here. So
Okay. Sorry, I had to go use the restroom. um, just kind of stretching my back right now too, because it's like, oh, just kind of hunched over this whole time. And but anyway, yeah. So I also repaired um my visor here, and that was, not as easy as everybody says it is. It's actually kind of tough, but I got it in there. I need to check that other one. It's in there too, but just want to make sure. So basically, what it is it's like $5, $6 on Amazon, and you can order the rubber piece that goes over that little pin that's in there. It's like a little tiny metal rod, and it's a pain to get it out. But once you get it out, I found it easier to get like some needle nose, and then just kind of guide it out with your hand as well, and then pull on the other side at the same time. And then once you get that out, getting it in is another thing. But if you're strong enough, you can actually, pull that part out where the little, what do you call it, goes. It's right there. But you just pull this right here, and then you pull that rod out, and then that rod comes out. Um, so it was not horribly bad, but it definitely wasn't. I cleaned this too. Definitely wasn't that easy. I'll tell you that right now. It was still kind of it was still kind of a pain. But now it goes in all the way, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. Thank God. So I just got to check that one, and then which I'm pretty sure it's fine because it stays there. But that one had kind of been like that for a long time, as long as I'm aware of. I think it broke on her when my daughter Gabby got it, and she just never really said anything, or maybe she did, and I just didn't, really pay attention to it. Um, but I really wish she would have kept up on that to say, "Hey, Dad, the visor." I was like, "Oh, okay, well, let's check it out." I would have found those parts. I would have fixed it earlier. It would have been already done a long time ago. But they did come with three extra ones, so that's the number four. Um, and which is nice. So I have extra stuff. I don't got to order anymore. And I think other than that, that's really it. Um, did that, did the winch, and then finished wiring up my lights, and all that. So yeah. So about the wiring of the lights. So if you guys, and I started cleaning it too, so I'm kind of taking a break. But if you guys like, are in that situation and you guys aren't electricians like I am, um, I'm not an electrician by any means, but uh, if you guys have two sources of power, one being the little box that you're actually needing to connect it to, which is for, like an aux beam switch or any kind of switch panels that you put and if you're wiring stuff with a harness, which is a lot easier in my opinion, but you got to get rid of all those relays. You got to get rid of all the extra power. Don't even put it on. And then that extra switch that comes with it, and just cut the wires that you need, get rid of the rest, and you're probably most likely not going to even use it. So just trash it. And then the wires that you already zip tied and all that made it all nice and neat, made it look really good. It looks factory in my opinion. And you already have all that connected. Just connect it to your little box, and bada boop, bada beep, you're done. So, but everything came out really good. So, yeah, it was I've been waiting a few months, to get this done because all my tools are at home, and everything that I just more of the comfortability in my home and just do things here, and that way I don't and I'm off. I ain't got no rush and make mistakes and all that stuff. So, but yeah, so if anything, I'll definitely keep you posted if there's any problems. I was touching the wiring, there's nothing overheating. So I think it's pretty good. It came out pretty good. So I bought a cover for my winch, so I'm gonna definitely throw that on. Um, I'll probably end up throwing it on tomorrow, but we'll see. Depends on the weather, but I just don't want it out there in the elements. You pay so much for these damn things, even though like the Badlands Apex, it it was about $600. But that's $600. It's like, okay, well, I don't want to, um, I don't want to freaking be stuck, with, something like this that you work so hard for, and then you let the elements mess it up. Yeah, it's waterproof and all that stuff, and it's built very tough. It's built very durable. But fact of the matter is, you got to protect what you buy, and especially when it's high dollar things. So definitely protect your investments, because I hope that that thing lasts me for years and years to come. Um, but I did get my warranties on it, which was like an extra 165, I think. So I got my warranty on it. So if anything were to happen, then I'll just get a new one. Um, but yeah, no need to get a Warner that's gonna run you $2,000 or more. They're expensive. They're worth it, but they're expensive. But the company that um, I guess like collaborated with Warner, or somebody from Warner came down and said, "Hey, I can make these for you guys for Harbor Freight," and because it's basically the same thing, so you're just paying Harbor Freight price. So it's not bad. I don't mind it at all. I don't care if people see it. Oh, you got a Badlands winch and you ain't nothing, and I really don't care about that. As long as it can help me myself, or someone else get out of a situation, that's all I care about. I don't care how much it costs, and I'm not really, yeah, I could have bought one like that, but I just don't want to. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna continue cleaning after I rest a little bit, and then after that, I don't know, maybe I'll go and visit Malcolm Martin again, see what he's up to, and because I gotta go pick up my Tupperware from him. But yeah, anyway, I'll probably close this out, and you guys have a very Merry Christmas, which already passed. Happy New Year. Hopefully we have a good, strong year. With different politicians in office now. Hopefully, by the grace of God, He guides them in the right direction and helps out the people. Um, but we'll see what happens. I know a lot of people don't like Pop Trump. So, but hopefully he's gonna help the American people, and we'll see how it goes. But all right, everybody have a blessed day.